let's get to these betting markets. Take a look, take a peek. Betting odds here, 2024 U.S. presidency. And what do you know? The Real Clear Politics polling betting average is going to none other than Donald Trump. 49.7% to Harris's. It's close. 48.8%. Make sure I'm reading that right. Yes, indeed I am. 48.8%. So what this is showing us is that overwhelmingly now you're seeing the betting markets where people have money on the line, right? Like this isn't fun stuff. This isn't, let me go tell my friends who I think is going to win the election. This is who I think is going to win and make me money as a result. So people are putting money to work, and the odds are suggesting, now it could change, it could shift, but I think this is a very, very positive sign, and it dovetails with the polls, and I'm gonna show you both out of the Trafalgar Group and out of Insider Advantage. But right now, again, you're seeing that the betting markets where people are putting money to work are showing you none other than it's gonna be Donald Trump for the win. And it makes sense in light of what we've seen from Trafalgar and what we're seeing from Insider Advantage. So Trafalgar has a reputation for being more right-leaning than left-leaning, but that's fair, right? That's fair because all the polls are typically left-leaning. So, Republicans might as well have something. Trafalgar Group is showing that he's winning here in the battleground states. So they did the poll, they conducted it between August 28th and August 30th, so just a couple days ago, and he's sweeping the electoral votes. According to Trafalgar, he's got a straight path to the win here, and it's because of pivotal blue wall states that he's flipping in November. According to their scenario, he's eking out narrow wins in places like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. These are key, right? And Pennsylvania is a biggie, and all the polling data that we've seen thus far has cited Donald Trump as the winner in Pennsylvania. Let me tell you, if he can get Pennsylvania, then he is well on his way. What's interesting is that they're pointing out Wisconsin's about to flip, Michigan is about to flip. It makes sense, does it not? In light of the challenging times that people in these so-called blue wall states have faced for the last 3.5 years. Do you think that people are just going to forget that overnight because you got a new shiny toy that you're showing off who can imitate a Detroit accent? I think that's a Detroit accent. I don't know what it is. Insider Advantage, ladies and gentlemen, putting the polls in three of the four battleground states, Arizona, Nevada, and North Carolina, all going to Trump. Don't forget, he took North Carolina last time, and it's expected he will take it again. Even Fox has him higher in North Carolina. So we should point out that this is still extremely close. But what's interesting to me is that here we are just after Labor Day. And if you compare and contrast, say, where he was back in 2016, where he was back in 2020, I'm telling you, this is a guy who does not perform well on polls. To put it mildly, he tends to underperform. Why is that? Oh, because, how dare you say your mother-in-law is going to be all over you? You know what? If you say that you're actually going to vote for Donald Trump, so you keep your mouth shut and you don't say anything. The people in your local town are going to be all over you if you dare to say you can't put up a Trump sign, you can't put a Trump bumper sticker on your car. You can't do any of that. And so consequently, you can't necessarily get an accurate read on all of these polls. But I think if you really drill down, and the betting markets where I like to go, right, when you got money on the line, I think they're being pretty truthful in terms of what they believe in the here and now. We'll see. That could change going forward. But again, this is very, very close, and you're seeing him ahead in both scenarios. So just to go back to Trafalgar for a moment, Trafalgar has Donald Trump winning Michigan 47 to 46.6%. Okay, so razor thin. Pennsylvania is looking more like it's in the bank, but again, anything could happen. Here's the headline in Newsweek. How do you like this? Take a peek, you guys. Kamala Harris trails Donald Trump in 5 new battleground polls. Wow. So people over in the Kamala camp are getting kind of nervous. They're like, wait, what's going on? All of a sudden, what's going on? We got to show you their reaction. But first, did you see the market today off about 600 points there on the Dow? Oh my goodness. Look, people are getting kind of nervous. It's in part because they worry that, there's too much upside built in and the economy could stumble. A couple of manufacturing reports out today suggesting that, the economy's no day in the park. But I've told you that all along, right? And why would it be, given the inflation we've seen? It's one of the reasons why I keep talking about having a diversified portfolio. Part of that diversification comes from having an investment like gold, right? Because they're going to keep printing money any which way you like it. In fact, we talk about them inflating themselves out of debt at some point. I mean, it looks like they're doing it already. I want you to consider diversification. When you do, call my friends over at American Hartford Gold. You can go to trishlovesgold.com. I'm putting it in the show notes for you, trishlovesgold.com. You can text Trish, my name, to 65532, 65532. It's for your chance to win up to $15,000. Not win, actually receive. I should amend that. So you can get up to $15,000 in free silver as a bit of a bonus. Silver sometimes works as a little bit of a proxy. So, hey, it's good to have the bonus, right? I look at gold as one of those safe things that I kind of like, and I don't sell my gold. I just buy it and I hold it, and it's sort of my, doomsday. God forbid. But listen, doomsday could be here. I'll tell you, like, this woman is saying some crazy stuff.